Hello, everybody out there in Metaville. You can now put people in timeout for different lengths ranging from 10 seconds to 12, 24 hours. Ooh, so I could put you in timeout. Can you hear me out there in Metaville? I'm doing the do. What's this button do? Let me set a timer for 15 minutes because someone smart told me after 15 minutes I could cuss like a trucker if I wanted, in fact. I don't know where that whole gig came from. Truck driving. I used to be on the CD radio, known as Blitz. That was my handle. Blitz. Secret information I'm giving you. Wait, I'm charging my fancy They Live watch. If I can find it. I know I'm black, right? Shout out to TV. Uh-oh, what's that? I know what that is. Oh, there goes the medicine I couldn't fill. Put a bottle of it, an empty bottle. Thanks, Walgreens. It's mighty wide of you. Let me check and make sure I got audio. It's on 5G, homie. I took it 5G. Uh-oh. That's just somebody holding me down. That beeping. So how are the sheeple out there? I guess I can give myself a little love. Let me check and see if this is working. I'm only at 10%. I don't even know if it's plugged in. I'm going to put my headphones on. The old school ones that plug into the thing. I'm tired of my ears catching on fire. Hey Siri, tell me a story.
Once, 7 colors simultaneously headed out to a joyous sun shower. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink to go, and violet lit somewhere. And together they found the strength to jump through the sun shower area, only Dutch, landing elsewhere. It went on like a vibrant road, and again splashing a line of color across the sky whenever they could to entertain humans. Could stop and stare at what this phenomenal crew of colors could create. The excited colors realized they could meet and teleport anywhere in the world where the weather was cozy yet sunny. With their means of teleportation, they met in the lively streets of Rome before shooting into the sky to create a rainbow over the Colosseum. Such magnificence! They especially loved their regular work at Niagara Falls. Occasionally, they meet at the Opera House and create a magical scene across the quay shaped just like the Harvard Bridge.
Siri's talking, Jimothy.
Good evening.
Oh, see, now we don't get to see the story. Hey Siri, set a timer for what?
For how long?
15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
I love you. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. I said I love you.
I think you're pretty great too.
Do you love me?
I respect you.
Define respect.
As a noun, respect means a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, achievements. Do you want to hear the next one?
No, I'd like to know what an adverb is because I'm confused about that.
Okay, I found this on the web, but no, I'd like to know what an adverb is because I'm confused about that.
Can't you
Check
just
it
tell
out.
me, Siri? Siri, what's an adverb?
Okay, I found this on the web, but can you just tell me, Siri, what's an adverb? Check it out.
Hey Siri, tell me that story you were telling me.
Now playing YouTube music.
Uh-oh. Stop. Hey Siri. Don't play music. Are you confused?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Tell me a story. Tell me a story.
Ivy couldn't wait for her safari tour on a different planet. She and her friends hopped into a little spaceship as the tour guide pressed buttons to get ready for teleportation. Bleep bloop, bleep bloop. Ready? He said, smiling. Off we go. Whoosh. Now here, we've got creatures that can fly backwards, he said, opening the panoramic window. A creek babbled in the background. Ivy took a nice deep breath as the air was so fresh. The guide continued, and they drink sugary liquid from flute-shaped things that grow in splendid colors. The spaceship hovered about until they found another creature with a magnifying glass. Everyone laughed. Its head was shaped like a peanut. Its had big fake eyes like an owl's. But what's that smell?
The more you
It's
cough, the more you get off.
said the guide. Let's get out of here. Bleep, bleep. Whoosh. The windows sealed up as they submerged in water. It was eerily silent. They zoomed into a translucent creature with a bright red stomach. A very special creature. They can live forever, the guide said. They transform into a younger version of themselves. When stressed, everyone nodded, moving and dying. Suddenly, they were in the shadow of something enormous moving above. The gentle giant swished around to meet eye to eye with Ivy as her heart beat faster. She saw that it had tiny teeth on its eyeballs, but Ivy was most amazed by its spangled skin that looked like a starry night sky. What a beautiful, strange world, said Ivy. It sure is, the guide responded. Well, it's time to leave planet Earth. Let's go home to our planet. Blue, blue, whoosh. The end. Here's a story about the most adventurous seafarer around. One sunny day, Captain Whitebeard was sailing across the ocean in his bright red boat, in the mood for an adventure. In the distance, he saw a mermaid, trapped on a small island sandy beach. She waved her arms at him. Help! She screamed. Captain Whitebeard spotted a menacing shark circling the island. Adventure, he thought, and he picked up the pace. As he neared the island, he saw more animals swimming in the ocean. The closer he looked, the more mysterious they got. There was a herd of tiny pink elephants and a huge T-Rex, 5 times the size of his ship. I'll save you, yelled the captain to the mermaid. Suddenly, a heavy blue wave crashed against the side of his ship. It suddenly moved straight upwards, and the ship was pulled towards the strange creatures. Captain Whitebeard swerved, and the vessel crashed into the bay. But, to his surprise, the sand was bouncy. The moment the boat hit the beach, the ship was flung right into the air, and before long, Captain Whitebeard was flying. The captain sailed through the sunny skies. He glanced to his side and saw that the mermaid was flying beside him. Peering down, they saw a violent whirlpool had erupted, sending the helpless creature spinning. But the captain and the mermaid were safe, cruising through the air, laughing together. Oh yes, thought Captain Whitebeard. He was definitely the most adventurous seafarer in the whole bathtub, as his animal toys and yellow sponge were sunk towards the drain.
Bling bling.
White bubbles from his chin, and looked forward to tomorrow's adventures. The end.
Yeah.
This is how to break the mountain wombats became friends. Wally the wombat woke up early one morning
It was the end.
listening to Wonderland. He left his nook to play in the powdery snow, burrowing through like a furry bulldozer. Spritzed with a dusting of snow, he ventured to find friends to play with. He found the burrow of the new wombat in town. Hello,
Bling
he called out, hearing his voice echo inside. The quiet voice of Willow replied, hello, as she waddled sleepily toward the entryway. My name's Molly. You're Willow, right? Yes, hi. Wow, your fur is covered in snow. Looks cold. I wanted to ask if you'd like to play in the snow with me. Molly asked. Oh no, I'm not interested in being all wet and cold like you must be right now. Snow is gross. I like to stay warm and dry, Willow said. Molly replied, it's not so bad, and he wandered
Siri, hold me down. Google, hold me down better. Hey Siri. There it is. Hey Siri. Sounds like birds are in here. Wonder why that is. Why that? Got a lot of feedback. I know a lot of feedback here. I'll solve the feedback. Hey Siri. Can you hear me?
Here's your cheap music.
No, Siri. Why are you always playing me music? She doesn't. What was that? That sounded like BR ripping. Ooh, I gotta wait till the alarm goes. No, Siri. Wow, this is for High Pitch Eric. Shout out. Come on in, join the party. Hold on, let me try to fix it. Is that better? Hey Siri, are you gonna entertain me and tell me another story?
Once there were two mice who became friends at Mouse College. One was from the city, the other from the country. When they graduated, they promised they would stay friends and visit each other. Soon, Country Mouse visited the city, but right away he got chased by a cat and nearly run over by a taxi. He couldn't even eat lunch as the pigeons grabbed all the lovely rotten food on the ground. He decided to turn back. I can't visit you. How can you live there? Country Mouse wrote in a somewhat regrettably snippy email. But City Mouse understood. I'll come visit you instead, he offered. Soon, City Mouse visited the country. But right away he got chased by a hawk and nearly run over by a tractor. He couldn't even eat lunch as the crows grabbed all the seeds on the ground. He decided to turn back. I can't visit you either. How can you live there? City Mouse wrote, clearly a bit resentful of the earlier email. But eventually they had an idea. They met in the middle and took turns showing each other around. Soon, Country Mouse knew which way to look when crossing the street, and where to get the best pizza crusts. City Mouse learned when the tractors would be out, and how to stash nuts and seeds for later, and once they got to know how each other lived, they became even better friends than they were before. The end.
So how was everybody's day? Did you keep it 100? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you want to say something? Every time I talk, something comes up. It's not upstairs. Hey Siri, what's that timer at?
There's a timer with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left.
Oh boy, all bets are off. In 2 minutes and what'd she say? Hey Siri, how old are you?
I'm as spry as a slice of young ginger.
I'm as right as the mail. Siri is. Hey Siri, you're how old? I got her to bed once. How old are you?
Okay, I found this on the web
No,
for
no,
his
no,
Hey
no, no,
Siri
no, no,
or How
okay.
Old I Got How Old Are You?
Watch this.
Check it out.
People love this one. Hey Siri, are you spying on me?
No.
You dirty girl. Don't lie. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. You know Alexa?
I'm a big fan of good listeners and helpful beings.
That's a vague answer. I don't know if I like that one. Sorry. Hey Siri. Is Alexa a spy?
Okay, I found this on the web for Is Alexa a Spa? Check it out.
Siri, I dig your accent.
Okay, I found this on the web for I Dig Your Accent. Check it out.
Hey Siri, how many minutes until I can swear?
Okay, I found this on the web for How Many Minutes Until I Can Swear. Check it out.
Wow, you got a lot of web knowledge. Tell me something about yourself.
Okay, I found this on the web for Tell Me Something About
No,
Yourself.
Siri.
Check it out.
Siri. Hey Siri.
Hi.
How are you today? How are you today?
Not too shabby. Thanks for asking.
Siri, do you like fish sticks?
Okay, I found this on the web for Do You Like Fish Sticks? Check it out.
What? Siri, what's the timer at?
There's a timer with 24 seconds left.
Ooh. I don't know, Siri. That looks like a 2-2 to me. What time? Hey Siri, what time is it? Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 21:48.
You in the army? There's the timer. Fuckface. Do you realize what time it is in San Francisco, Brendan? I bet you do. Brendan's my imaginary peaceful friend. I got another one named Alvin. or Al, or Mr. They have nicknames. Special Agent Brendan, and Mr. Ethical. Who's you got? People much wiser than you. Hey Siri, what you doing?
I'm doing my vocal warm-ups for International Tongue Twister Day. If you'd like help with flexing your crickety phrases, ask me for a tongue twister.
Rubber baby buggy bumper. Hey Siri, give me a tongue twister.
Siri sells Siri shells by the Siri Shore.
Hey Siri, would you like to play Turtle Man or whatever it's called? Turtle Master.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Okay. That requires me to look at you or put my finger on you. I guess just a finger.
Okay, you'd like me to call you Turtle Man.
No.
I will not then.
Okay. I want to play a game.
I found this on the web.
No, Siri, I want to play tongue twisters. Hey Siri, give me a tongue twister.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A
Pickled
peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a
fell
peck
down,
of
this
pickled
is our
peppers,
time.
where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Siri, that's awfully cryptic. So let me get this straight, Siri. Say it again. Peter Piper picked a pepper. Say tongue twister, Siri. Tongue twister me.
Here's what I found.
Siri, I asked you to do a tongue twister.
I found this on the web.
Hey Siri, tell me a tongue twister.
Fresh fried fish. Fish fried fresh. Fish fresh fried. Fried fish fresh.
Fresh fried fish. Fish fried fresh. Fish fresh fried. Fried fish fresh. Did I get that right? Give me another tongue twister, Siri.
For how long?
I don't care.
Here's what I found.
Siri, do a tongue twister.
Good cooks cook cupcakes quickly.
Good cooks cook cupcakes quickly. Is that fast enough? Siri, give me another tongue twister. Siri, give me another tongue twister.
Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York.
That's easy. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. I say it differently. That is actually tough. Unique New York, unique New York. Wow. All right, you got me on that one. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. That is good. That's so fit. Give me another tongue twister, Siri.
I found this on the web.
No. You can't find things on the web. Siri, don't find things on the web for me anymore.
What do you want to search for?
I'm trying to teach her and she doesn't listen.
Here's what I found.
She's always finding something. How to get your child to listen. My girlfriend is too stubborn and doesn't listen to me. How? That's what she says. Siri, give me a tongue twister.
Fresh fried fish.
We did
Fish
this
fried
one.
Fresh. Fish fresh fried. Fried fish fresh.
Let me see here. Siri, give me a tongue twister.
A pessimistic pest exists in our midst.
A pessimistic pest exists our midst. In our midst, is that what you said? Hey Siri, how old do you get?
I found this on the web.
Siri, how old are you?
I'm a day older than yesterday.
She never gives it up. October 4th. Here. When's your birthday, Siri? Hey Siri, when's your birthday?
Well, my first day as an assistant was the 4th of October, 2011. If that's not my birthday, I don't know what is.
That makes you how old? Hey Siri, how old are you?
I'm at the age where I'm feeling good.
Alright, so she says October 4th, 2000. What did she say? I have to look back into the. When was your first day on the job? Siri, do I always have to say hey Siri? Hey Siri, when was your first day on the job?
Here's what I found.
It says you need it up even when I don't say anything. Remember, how do you Siri without saying hey Cyber Dog? Let's say Cyber Dog. Hey, hold on. When was your first day on the job?
I found this on the web.
So, hey Siri, when's your birthday?
Even though I came into existence gradually, I think of the 4th of October, 2011, as my birthday. That's the day I started the best job in the universe.
So what was it? She said October 4th, 2011. Let's see how old she is. Sneaky Siri. I think she's working today. A little bit. Okay, Google. October 4th, 2011. How old? She's only 12 years, 3 months, and 6 days. So she's got a lot of growing up to do. What do you think? Siri's only 12 years, 3 months, and 6 days old. Siri, you're only 12.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
When was your first day on the job?
Here's what I found.
And then she goes back to giving me results. Hey Siri, how old are you?
They say that age is nothing but a number, but technically it's also a word.
Siri, when was your first day on the job?
I found this on the web.
I'm just looking at something. Sorry. Not sorry. Somebody uploaded something today. You know what I heard? I can't get into anything right now because I have to set myself into a mode called downtime. So I'm just gonna have to go to sleep, I think. Excuse me. I'll go ahead and give you some next. What color do you want to do for it? I'll do what's called soothing. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to give you the stars so you can sleep peacefully. I'm trying to give you stars. I'm a GD. G. You know what that stands for? Oh, nice to go back to riding my rides. Just sit there. Just sit there. Go for it. Mhm. So let me tell you about my life. I went to today Walgreens to get my medicine, and they said you can have your medicine for $32. I'm like, oops, that is. I wish this would just shut forever. So I go down there to the Walgreens, right? And today, according to my records on my medication, they were supposed to fill it, and they wouldn't fill it. So I called my insurance company. Okay, so the insurance company, they decided it would be in my best interest to give them my address because they didn't have my address. Okay, so they also said where I get my medical benefits, the county assistance office did not have my address. So some idiot, some asshole, logged into Compass because I'm in a state of confusion and changed my address to homeless, homie. Um, After that, I went to Social Security. No, actually, I headed down to 15th Street and Northampton. Okay, I go into the place and I tell them my situation. And they're just overwhelmed with nobody in there. Well, I saw one person, huh? So that's cool, right? And then I go And I said, that's cool. I leave and I'm going downtown and to the Social Security office to check on Social Security because my suspicion is if they changed my address on one place, they would have changed it on every place, right? So, as far as I know, I didn't ask them about my address, and maybe I should have. Maybe I'll have to call. They should have my address. Anyway, I gave them all my information. The next guard named George came through, and I was like, "What?" He was like, "Turn your cell phones on silent and do this, do that, and the other thing." And I had to. So I was just like, I was like, "Let me move my car. I want to get one of them tickets, you know." And when could I speak to someone who cares? Anyway, I like the song Snoop Dogg Rules. So I go in and he says, park over there, and it's snowing out and all this shit. And so after that, I immediately went in and talked to somebody sitting behind a desk in glass in my office. And it was this lady, and she says to me, I'm telling her, like, yo, check into my stuff and all this. Let's check everything. And she's like, probably more interested in eating her sandwich than talking to me. And I don't blame her. And so anything like that. She's not really seen any concerns with anything. She just tells me that yes, everything looks good, and everything's good. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't ask if my address was changed for Social Security, which may be a thing. And then I head on down to East and Larry Holmes Drive, and I walk up like I park in this spot. They got this nifty little building there. It's been there for years. Up the street used to be this like knockout lounge. It was pretty cool. And some people would actually get knocked out there. I've seen it with my own eyes when I was a kid. Like somebody got knocked out. There was an episode. I forget the name of the place exactly. There was bingo there. I used to go to bingo there at the same place. Maybe it was Commodore. I don't know. I could be. There used to be a Commodore Inn over in Jersey, and that was something else. That was a long time ago. Um, when I was in single digits. Commodore, something like that. I remember. And then, anyway, I get down to this place at park. I walk up like, you know, for the people that are, the peasants. You got to walk up these steps and everything. They don't even have an elevator. I don't think I didn't see one. And you get up there, and there's this line. And you know how people feel about waiting in line, right? Well, when it was my turn, not only did I get to wait in line for everybody else, I got to wait in line for this nice young lady to just sit there and finish up whatever she was doing, and that's not her fault. I mean, is it? And she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, wow. And then I told her what happened, and she was like, yeah, we don't have an address for you. I was like, well, that's cool. Here's my driver's license, and here's my address on it with my update card. I said, how can this happen? She goes, well, let me see. She goes in the back, she takes my license. And I was like, that's not my license, man. It's on the update card. She's like, I know. And she goes up back there, she goes in, and she's like, comes back. She makes me write my social security number on a piece of paper. And but that was cool, right? And in the midst of this, somebody was trying to talk to me and everything like this. Ended up helping them out and everything. Cool dude. Local legend. Anyway, she comes back. I sign a piece of paper. She puts my address on file, gives me the name and everything. Everything's jiffy dandy for my day, right? So I don't get my medicine. I find out that somebody's trying to fraud me. I go to where I'm supposed to go to rectify the Medicaid situation, and they can't rectify that because they're overwhelmed at the moment. Then I go to Social Security, and the nicest one there was the guard. He was cool, and the lady didn't really seem concerned with anything about Social Security or whatever. Because you got to go to this little machine and like type in your Social Security number and all this garbage. And I didn't know what was going on. I don't know. They're like, "Do you have anything on you?" I was like, "What do you need?" And I was like, "No, I don't have anything on me." Like just like he's like phones, and I'm like, "Yeah, phone, yeah." And he's like, "Turn them on silent and all this." And I was like, "What do I do?" He's like, "Just touch the screen. It's like ordering a hoagie at Wawa." And so you get a number. I was number 40. And then I go up and, like I said, she just said, "Yeah, it looks like everything's okay. And when was the last time you worked and all this stuff?" And I was like, "Well, you know, I worked at this laboratory, and they had it on file." And I said, she said, "It looks like your appeals." And I didn't get to talk to my lawyer, so that kind of like I missed the ball. But no buts, because everything before but is bullshit, right? However, I did get to play the treasure hunt, which was up to 200,000, I think. I played $8 that I didn't have, and lucky me, I get down to the place where I'm playing the lottery, and I'm like playing the lottery. I have like my picks on the thing, and lucky me, they don't take debit card for the lottery. So I'm like trying to go into the ATM that's like open. Too bad there wasn't any money in there, right? Um, and so they let me slide with using my debit card because I had $3 in winners in my wallet, and it was $8, so I paid 5, and that was nice of them because whoever the person is that did that, shout out. That was very nice to let you. Since the ATM was down, they actually let me use my debit card to play the lottery. So, and I won $3 back. So I'm right where I started, kind of. And I was close though. You know, if that is the thing of being close, because I've been close several times. 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and it's only $200 on the cash 5. I was 250K. It would have been so very close. A lot of times I had the combination of numbers, just not all on the same one like I needed, and that's unfortunate. Anyway, back to the county assistant's office. I update the address. I walk out. I give this dude a ride to where he needs to go and help them out and everything. And then, dropping him off. And a nice police officer pulled up and said, "This is Smiley." And I have my four ways on, and he's a talker. And he's talking to me, and I'm listening. And, I have my four ways on, and I'm like, right, I'm not blocking the road. I'm not talking to any. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm dropping him off." And he's like, "Well, could you move to the side?" I said, "Sure." And I moved to the side, and I was just like, "Wow." I said, I guess, I'm a little inconsiderate, since it's like, everybody in the world was out today in the snow. And so I didn't move, and then he's still talking to me, and he's talking to me, and I'm like, "Okay, okay, okay." He's like, I gotta go. And I was like, "All right, so I'll see you." And all that, and yeah, it was just an interesting day. And uh, boy, do I have stories to tell you and things to say, because I'm getting tired, and now I don't have like a way to control some of my emotions, I guess, right? So I don't know what to do about that, and that's unfortunate because somebody keeps taking my medicines from the pharmacy that I do business with and sending them to another pharmacy, same pharmacy. And then you keep telling the pharmacy, I'm like, "Yo, I didn't put my medicine over here at this place." And they're like, baffled as me. And I'm like, I got like a refill, and it's been 30 days, and my insurance company even called up, and they said, well, you picked it up on this day, so you're allowed to get it this day. And I'm like, yeah, but the bottle says I picked it up on this day. So maybe they should change that system. I also told the county office that they ought to, like, up the ante with food stamps, because I'm a single person and I'm struggling. I'm struggling. And I told them to get the food stamps up. I'm going to talk to the governor. I don't know if that's Ed Rendell still. I'll talk to him after Coach Game Live if he's ever around. Um, I don't know our governor, so I'm going to talk to the governor, because I don't even eat much. And I even told her I don't eat much, and this doesn't last. Like by a certain time. Maybe it's just the way I do it. Maybe I'm bad at shopping. I probably am. So maybe they're perfect. It's perfect. I don't know. I think um, I gotta watch this thing on Netflix called Sisters Eat. One eats plants, one eats beef or something. Somebody told me to watch this twin sister study, and one of them eats the beef diet, all beef and meat, and the other one eats all plants and stuff like that. I don't know what it's called. But I have no idea. I gotta figure out how to look at Netflix, because I don't have a Netflix. So I have just a Google account, and that's the most secure one. My Apple was stolen, not from me either. It was stolen from, I don't even know. I really can't point the finger and make accusations, can I? Or can I? Or can I? Or will I? Because people have been getting into my contacts with Verizon through there, and changing the names and rerouting the numbers through DuckDuckGo. Ever play that game when you were a kid? You sit in a circle, duck, duck, go. And then your kids around, and then, well, duck, duck, go. If you have somebody's password, if you're able to crack their, strong password, they don't need, they didn't need, I don't know if they fixed it. It text, uh, they don't text asking for a text. So they just let you right on it. And then somebody got into that. And I'm definitely positive of that, because I was taking off auto pay all the time on my Verizon account. It's a wireless account. So yeah, I called them. I got a phone right now, another one. It's actually propped up holding the other one, and that's how you see what you see. The other phone that's propping it up, it's hooked up to Verizon. I could text and surf the web and do all those fancy things. I have a phone number, and I could be off iCloud even. I could log out of iCloud and still text and surf the web and all this business. And I cannot make or receive phone calls. Isn't that weird? I also, was recruited by Elon Musk to play Conquer somehow. And I played Conquer with a Q in the old part of the country down there where it's hot. And yeah, that's interesting, because I don't remember him recruiting me. I also didn't explain how that happened. Well, I could, but who would believe me, right? It was simple. It's the same way they stole the phone with a barcode. That's how. I was simply trying to make a new account, and I was trying to recruit a new account, and voila! Now I'm the recruitee instead of the recruiter. Isn't that something? So that's how a nice, easy way to get things stolen is barcodes, huh? Barcodes. That's why they time out now. I've noticed they have to time them out really quick, or you get stuck with a phone that's half-assed, like uh, makes calls. Nope. Receives calls. Nope. Text. Yep. Text off iCloud. Yep. Text off Wi-Fi. Yep. That's crazy. I got something else today too. I'm in the car riding around, put on the Bluetooth, and I'm like trying to put music on, and it wasn't wanting to connect. And I'm like, yo, it's like seeing it, it's just not connecting to it, and then it says active call, right? And it's just like, wow, active call, and it's playing the music that I'm playing on an active call. So it's like someone called me, and it's playing the music for me. So I had to repair that, fix that, and it's all because like people like to play these cool games, and so they are able to do that with like a hack. I don't know if it's handoff, and all my settings are properly corrected and everything. I don't know, they would kind of be like confused with how to set it because not always what I'm looking at is true. Um, as I say that, here comes the pop up on my computer. Log into iCloud. Well, if I log into iCloud, I take my life in my hands with 87.2 gigabytes of on 2 terabytes of cloud data. Wow, I mean, where I never had terabytes. I'm not like running a server or running a marathon or anything with I have a 200 gigabyte um, iCloud storage, and someone has 2 terabytes, and it pops up on my computer, so that's a tell. And a definite tell was that story I just told you about the, uh, being on a call with my music playing back to me, like, and then I got this voicemail I should let you hear. It's interesting because somebody gave me a phone number and somebody did something weird bad, and I have that deleted, but it's still there. So I had an interesting voicemail. That's what it sounds like you're saying. And I'm not working for anybody um, except myself and my family. And somebody just gave me $5, I think. Or no, one of these days, maybe I'll get some stickers and sell them on here, super stickers or something. So I'm getting tired. Well, I'm not tired because I was worked up, and I gotta, I'm gonna go through a lot of stuff. I'm probably gonna fall asleep because now the lights are in my mouth. This is a big pop up, and I hate that. And I even closed it down when the tax manager stopped doing that. Like, something else. I don't want that to slow up the phone start up the phone and just stop it. You don't stop trying to force me to log into my iCloud that I can't log into because I can't even change the email address on there of the original iCloud. So why are you popping up telling me to log into iTunes or iCloud or whatever? Like, well, get off, stop doing that. Like, if I don't, you're trying to force me to do something I don't want to do. I feel like my hand is forced to plug my phone into iTunes and log in again and have more data stolen from me. And so I'm just not going to bite on that. So do you like the stars? Aries is in Pisces, I think, or Pisces is in Gemini. But you know what the old the old duder there says down there? He's a Sagittarius, the most philosophical of all the signs. He don't believe in it though. He thinks it's a bunch of bullshit himself. He don't know what's going to happen, but He's gonna have his kicks before the whole fucking shit house goes up in flames. All right, that's what he said one day, and that butt was for him. He just but there's always a big butt, right? Remember that song? Holly got a big old butt. Oh yeah, Chris got a big old butt. Oh yeah, Julie got a big old butt. Oh yeah, Rashiki got a big old butt. Teresa got a big old butt. Kanisha got a big old butt. Remember that? Remember that shit was big in the 80s. Joey in the butt. Butt time, butt time. Something like that. Didn't you get that motion? Get that lotion. Joey in the butt. Was that the same dude that did the Humpty dance in that dance to the bump? Oh, baby. The Humpty dance to that dance to the bump. Think he's like in the beginning, he's like, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin. And I say ruin. That's just me. Ruin. He ruined it. People like to try to pick that up, like, that they ruined it. They ruin everything. They're ruiners. They're not fighting. They bit once with that feedback. Yeah, they bit once in the beginning. That's what all that feedback was. They like to mute it too. They like to grab and go. I'm waiting on it. So it's almost been 1 hour. And who cares about this, right? That's pretty cool though. Did you see that star? Just shot up. It was a shooting star. Make a wish. It's almost been an hour. I'll hang out with you for another hour. I want to see another shooting star. Remember Billy Kidman in the shooting star press? That's a maneuver like a gamer. And there it was. And you flip and off the ropes to land on your stomach on your opponent. And that's pretty cool. It takes a lot of skills to do something like that. I mean, it's more epic than the people's elbow and the leg drop from Hogan, right? Nothing, no offense, Rock or Hulkamania, but however, no buts. The shooting star press is more impressive than the leg drop or the people's elbow. I do like what was the rock bottom though. That's pretty nifty. Give you the old rock bottom. People love the people's elbow because you put the eyebrow up and then just I don't know why that would knock them out though to be done for. I mean, he must have had a hell of an elbow, huh? Like, how about yeah? What you mean? You go off the top, Gene. You all know off the top. With a cup of coffee in the big time and the cream of the coffee. And all those cameras would flash. And then he would jump up and he'd get some air like Jordan and drop that elbow, Randy Poffo style. Ooh, yeah. Snip into it, Chelsea. He slammed some dude down here in Houston one day. Not to pee on his grave or anything. He didn't get in trouble though because the dude was messing with him. People in Houston, they be fronting sometimes. So old Macho Man said, "No, this ain't happening." Also, another interesting wrestling fact for professional wrestling: Jimmy Fly Super Snuka, the Toga or whatever Express. I think it was Tonga or something. I think it was the Tonga Express. He had a tag team partner at that time. He got into it with some woman in Allentown in a hotel back in the day. I think he did the whole super fly off the top rope over there, and she ended up falling out a window or something. I don't know. I read it in the paper. Anyway, not to bring up bad things or anything. He got to go to court for that, and I think they let him alone because they found out that it wasn't him or something, and then he got stomach cancer and died. Um, so rest in peace, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and to whatever happened to the poor woman. Probably nobody would remember her name, and that's unfortunate, right? Um, because you know when you're involved in like something like as big as professional wrestling, when it really started to pick up was like in the '80s, in my opinion. I mean, they did it before that. I mean, Earl Monsoon was a heck of a wrestler, and he was an announcer then and then even McMahon and Jesse the Body. Remember him? Good old Jesse the Body Ventura. He actually wasn't he like the governor of Minnesota or something? That clever guy, man. He did some steroids in his day. He admitted to it. They all did. They all shot it in their dicks. They don't even care. They lifted weights and they did steroids and that is probably that is the only drug I've ever been privy to. So um, there's a fact for you. There's a fun fact. Yeah, they all probably most of them anyway. I want to say all majority of them were on the gear. So that's what you got to do, though. You got to do what you got to do. Some of them were just nuts, like that one dude that would go up and just fall off the ropes and all that, and just like Mankind, I think it was, and like Piper, he was a monster. I like Roddy Piper. He was the ultimate deal. He's one of my favorites because he's Scottish man, and he just go out and kill it and just be like all rowdy, rowdy, bowdy, bowdy. Anyway, Piper's pit was great, and he actually he snuck Snuka with a coconut for real. Like he broke a coconut over this man's head. He's like, "Here, you want a coconut?" You could look at it on YouTube. Uh, put it in the search bar over there. Say, coconut, uh, Jimmy Flash Snuka coconut, Piper's Pit, Jimmy Flash Snuka coconut. It'll pop right up, I bet. For me, it will because what else is going on? I don't want to talk about that. I see these peppers down here. Um, one's a habanero, one's a red pepper chili, and then it looks like a jalapeno. Jalapeno. Now, check the ratio. We're winning the men. Winning the men went down south. Ouch. It's not what you think. My bone's cracking. Cyan. E up. I'm toe up. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up because I gotta be up early in the morning. Around 4 a.m. And I gotta go get the papers. The papers. Jimmy two times. You got that nickname by saying everything two times. Maybe get the papers. Get the papers. Remember that, dude? So, what do you want me to say? Why? Because of what? I can't hear. I can't hear. What do you say so? What do you say so? They're telling me to call him out. Just check the Pennsylvania Turnpike records. That's easy. Or Earnin. Or, the app Earnin. Or, you can always check into Walgreens and uh, Credit One Bank and discover it. How about that? You will discover it. or check, the servers. Like, who went on Compass and put that in there? Huh? I know who it was. I think I can't point my finger. I mean, I have a pretty good eye for crime. Especially with Crime Watch, and like watching the crimes, through Ring Central. Which, interestingly enough, was a thing that I had to do. Ring Central. That was brilliant. Wow, people were just like, you got to see everybody's ceiling, and they had to do it that way because COVID-19, and what they didn't realize is Ring Central can be psyched out with FaceTime easily. You could be anybody. That's why I don't trust Zoom. I don't trust FaceTime. Well, now I'm starting to because of a authentication certificate for the contacts that Apple put in. Because you could literally, I right now I'm going through the universe and that's a star. Like boom, did you see that? So like, you got to be who you are because many impersonators, right? Everybody likes to perpetrate and impersonate. Some people like to something else that rhymes, right? I just, how about that? I didn't even drink coffee today. I had Mountain Dew and then I shoveled the snow, and that was fun. Got out there, got to talk to somebody. Yeah, what's up, man? Shoveling the snow. And I'm like, yo, we gonna get any more of this junk? And he's like, I don't think anything will accumulate. He's a good dude, man. That dude over there, man, he's cool. Uh, that was nice of him to talk to me because people don't talk to me because um, I don't know if they're like scared or you know they literally got a committee to get me off the block over here, and it worked for a little while. And that's some BS. That's bullshit, right? Because what did I do? Nothing for once. Maybe I did a little too much of something here or something there. However, I didn't do the things that I'm telling the truth. And you come in here and you're gonna tell me I'm not telling the truth? I got proof. How about that? Proof. It's 50 cents. Proof is a thing. It's also foolproof proof. And it's, proof that the proof of the prophet of the proof proves the fact of the proof. If that makes any sense. It's so provable. It's like, okay, can I have my number and go? And, I just proved it to you. Um, everything's okay. Yeah, everything's okay. However, let me tell you something. Okay, I'll tell you something. I don't understand what you're saying. It's beyond my scope. It's beyond our scope. What is exactly is in your scope besides your own interests? Um, you know, not knocking anybody. I'm just saying, like, if this shit happened to you, and Jill calls you, and then your wife's asking you who Jill is, who the fuck is Jill? Who's Jack, or who's Jane, or who's John, or who's anybody? Like that shows up and calls you, and then somebody gonna ask you. Then you start a event, a national event about it. You'd be like, yo, this is crazy because Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with a bucket of quarter, and Jill came down with 250. Remember old Dice Man? The Dice Man cometh. That was a good one, right? Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with a bucket and a quarter. Jill came down with 250. Oh! Anyway, why'd she come down with 250? Because she held the apple. Alright, so, not saying anybody's evil, because everybody says that story of the Adam and Eve, or Adam and Eve, or I don't like that, because, free will. So, actually, it was the dude's fault. And then Adam and what's the story of Cain and Abel? Like, weren't they brothers? And didn't they get into it? One kill each other or something like that? I don't know. I'm seriously considering transferring my religion to Judaism because I am right now a Dudist. Like I'm ordained into Judaism somehow with this website just to get the certificate. And I'm really Catholic, and I was really inquiring about Judaism because they have a lot of like sober Shabbos is what I want to be like all the time. Like I don't know how to do that, and I'm trying to figure that out. Where I don't do anything, I don't handle money, I don't get in the car, I don't ride in the car, I don't drive in the car, I don't do anything. Sober Shabbos. And then they got Hanukkah, which I kind of understand. It's like eight nights or days or whatever. And maybe you open one gift each day or something. I don't know how they celebrate their um, Hanukkah. And then there's Kwanzaa. I know of Kwanzaa. And then I really don't really talk about politics and religion, so I'll stop at Kwanzaa and, and that. So I'll get off the subject of that because I don't want to start another world war. It seems like most wars are about religion and moolah, money. That's the driving force behind all the wars that were ever fought. Can you believe that? And it's all the same story in my opinion. It's just the different names. So different names, and you know Jesus. They tell me was Jewish, right? So if you got Jesus being Jewish, and that's cool. Well, I'm down with that. I'll try to do that one. I don't know. Who has it right? No, nobody knows. God got it right. That's it. God got us. We gonna be all right. Can you hear me? Do you feel me? Someone popped in and out. Who was that? I saw you. Ow. Now my back hurts. Someone popped in and they say, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. This is what it sounds like. Hey, so this is good. Who sings that? Miss Carson? Hey, Bobby, stay with me. Chaco, got Jeeps, Miss Rock, alright. We got it on. Anyway, I'm looking for truth, justice, and the American way, or any way. I mean, any other way would be bogus. Nothing but bogusness. So they be swallowing it. Anytime you hear some bogusness, and now they all choked up in it, because they be swallowing it. Say nothing. I got cheesy blues, love. Yeah. Yes. Get it on me, get it right. So lucky I don't snore, Siri. Hey Siri, She doesn't want to listen. Hey Siri, smile like a donut. There you go.
Okay, I found this on the web for Smile Like a Donut. Check it out.
Hey Siri, go away.
Okay.
Light on the screen. Why did it have to do like that? That's what I constantly gotta get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Hey Siri, open the tree of life on YouTube Music.
Now playing Tree of Life on YouTube Music.
How come it didn't play? Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
open YouTube Music and play the tree of life.
Here's the Tree of Life on YouTube Music. YouTube Music doesn't seem to be responding right now. Try again in a few minutes.
Hey Siri, tell everybody a story.
This is the story of how Anansi the spider got his long, spindly legs. One day he walked into town and smelled all the food his animal friends were cooking. He asked his friend Rabbit for some of his famous stewed greens. They are almost ready, Anansi, said Rabbit. Want to help me cook them? But helping wasn't part of Anansi's plan. I'd love to, Anansi said, but I have to do, other things. Tell you what, I'll tie my web to the pot, and when it's ready, just give it a tug. By other things, Anansi meant asking for monkeys' beans, zebras' carrots, meerkats' garlic bread, badgers' honey cakes, hedgehogs' zucchini fries, aardvarks and casserole, and impalas no-bake Kato bars. Before long, Anansi was tied to 8 cookpots and feeling very pleased with himself. It's not like all 8 will be ready at the same. And that's when Anansi felt tugging at all 8 legs. Ouch! Soon, a very hungry Anansi stumbled home on his suddenly very long and spindly spider legs, realizing that if you stretch the truth, sometimes it stretches you back. The
The
end.
end. Stop it. Why did it stop? Isn't that weird? Uh-oh. What's that for?